All right, let's have a look. First things first, what the hell is this? Yes! Okay. Correct. Correct. Horse. Wait, what? Correct. It is the horse. Horse didn't work. It's mind-boggling. Whoever puts tags on this has no idea what they're doing. True. Okay, why do we start off with horse? I'm so confused. Wait, what? It's fitting. You'll see. Okay, fine. Fine. All right, we'll see. Dog. Wait, what? Dog? Wait, there's a dog card? It's not bad for some decks. Like, I don't think it's broken. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's good. Maybe. 4 mana, 1/5. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. With Undying, it's pretty good. With Undying, it's definitely pretty good. It's pretty good. Actually, no, wait. This actually might be really good because we have Husks as well. This with Husks is pretty spicy because it doesn't say, like, slay. It says die. So with Husks, this is nuts. You play this on mana 4 with a Husk on board, already you draw 1 card. So Husk synergy here is insane. Like this, you put in every Husk deck, basically. Like, it's just a draw engine. You play this in something like, I don't know, Lucian with the Husk Girl, whatever her name is. Yeah, this is nuts in that deck. Other than Husks, some ephemeral kind of decks, like maybe either Maokai or like the Hollowed Landmark, that can be pretty dang good. Yeah, 1 card per turn draw. 4 mana, 1/5, kind of hard to remove. I can dig this. I think this isn't bad. Yep, Undyings, Husks. Other than those two, anywhere else? I mean, that's enough. That's enough to make it really fit. This is a very, very, very versatile card. Pretty awesome. I do like this. Yeah, I already said Maokai. Hallowed, maybe. Although I doubt in Hallowed, because it's kind of slow for mana 4. I think it's a little bit too slow. Okay, all right, next. Bird! What's wrong with me, dude? 5 mana 4/5 trash stats, but it's a bird. Okay. Okay. It's a pigeon. Royal Shimmerwing. Royal Pigeon, okay. Other bird allies have +1/+0 in quick attack? Wait, what? Other bird allies have quick attack and 1 attack? Wait, how many birds do we have? Valor will be a bird? Okay, that's sick. That's actually disgusting. A lot of birds. I'm guessing Fleet Feather's a bird as well. Yo, that's kind of disgusting. I still don't think it's going to be great. Because, like, for 5 mana and it can be removed really cheaply, I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. Like, you're playing this in an aggro deck, usually. Because it has quick attack, bad defensive block stats. It can't block anything. It's kind of expensive. But on challengers, it's really good. So I guess you have to play with Demacia guaranteed. So you're playing Demacia with Royal Shimmerwing. 4 mana, summon 2 birds with elites. Is there enough? No, there's not enough elites to play that. So we're talking about like a Vayne deck. Like Vayne plus what? I don't know. Okay. All right. Shen, Jarvan, birds. Yeah, maybe. Maybe Shen, Jarvan, birds. Maybe. Okay, I can see it. Sure. Is the 3 mana 0, the 2 mana 0/3 formidable a bird? That kind of looks like a bird, doesn't it? Yes. Seems like it. It's not. That kind of sucks. I don't think Galio's a bird, chat. I don't think Galio's a bird. No. Okay. I don't know what to think about it. Anivia? Is Anivia a bird? All right, fair enough. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Weapon. Oh my god, another Weapon Master. I did not expect that. So, 6 mana 5/5. The stats aren't horrible. Like 5 HP and 4 HP are 2 worlds apart. Captain Indari. I love the art, by the way. When I'm summoned, I improvise. Plunder, forge other allies. Would I play this in a plunder deck? I don't know, dude. I'm not sure. Would I play this in a Jax deck? It feels like it's kind of meh. I'm not sold. I'm really not sold. The thing is, it doesn't forge itself either. It's kind of annoying. Like if it forged itself, maybe, because then it gives you a decent weapon to follow up with later, but I don't know. I'm not sold on this. It feels kind of meh. Reptile. The Sneck. Begilling Cobra. Bro, that doesn't look like a cobra. What? Bro, cobras have little flaps on the side. Disappointed already. Alright, 7 mana Ionia card. It's a 4/7, it's epic. It has to be trash. Each round, the first time you summon another follower, summon an exact copy of it. If your board is full, grant it step. Oh. You know what this could be cool with? Shadow Isles. It could be cool in Shadow Isles. So, first of all, you can play 3 mana, summon 2 units of the kill a unit, summon 2 more units of it. Nah, that doesn't really work, but with Rekindler, it's really cool. It gives you double Rekindlers. 3 mana revive a unit is really strong with this. Because it's summon, it's not play, right? If it was play, that would be different. But summon is way, way stronger. Because Mirror Mage is play, right? Play a created follower. Yeah, it's not summon, but we have some really, really strong summon effects in Shadow Isles. For example, let's say you play this with Viego, and they kill your Viego, and what happens when you play Revive? What happens when you play this? Missed Call. You get 2 Viegos. That's pretty sick. You can do this already on mana 7. You drop that bad boy, you open attack with Viego, they block, they kill your Viego, they vengeance your Viego, you drop the 7-drop plus Missed Call, you get 2 Viegos on board. Oh, it's followers only, you're right. Alright, Rekindler, fine, Rekindler. But it's the same mana cost, it's kind of meh. This is ephemeral copy, unfortunately. It works really well with Spirit Journey on your own unit. But nah, not really. I guess Soulclave kind of does something with it. You know, it actually works kind of cool with Encroaching Mist, kind of. If you have every turn summoning Encroaching Mist, you summon 2 of them instead. It's gonna be trash with Nora. You can use it with buffed Revna. I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think where it's broken. I feel like it's a really, really strong effect. You know where it's definitely going to be broken? Wait. Isn't Eternal Ranked coming out any second now? Aren't we going to get Eternal Ranked, right now? What if... Okay, so, hear me out. What happens if you play Go Get It on that? Recall an ally, summon an exact ephemeral copy of it in its place. So, you play this on it. It makes an exact copy of it. You have a 0-cost that card in it. You drop the 0-cost that card in it. Doesn't it just fill your board with them? I think you get a full board of that same unit. Wait, that's an infinite combo. Shouldn't it just keep going, filling up the board forever? Oh, wait, but no, wait. Another follower. Another follower just means a second follower. It can't copy itself? Wait, does that mean it can't copy itself? The first time. I don't think you guys understand. It doesn't matter if it's the first time. That doesn't matter. Let me explain. Paint. All right, let me pull out the paint. So, you drop the reptile. Boom. It's on board. I play Recall. Woo! I have a copy in hand. It costs 0. Okay? And this is ephemeral. This is an ephemeral copy. All right, that's my board. And I have a 0 copy of itself here. What happens when I play this? When I play the 0-cost copy, this will make a copy of this. Correct? Yes or no? When I play this 0-cost copy of it, it'll copy it on board. So, boom, it copies it. But this guy has yet to see this. So this guy will copy this. But this guy has yet to see that, so it'll copy this. But this guy has yet to see that. So it'll copy this. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now, but it keeps going. It adds to the stats of this guy, adds to the stats of this guy, adds to the stats of this guy, adds to the stats. Brrr, crash the game, it's over. GG's. Now, if it can't copy other Cobras, that's different. If it can't copy other Cobras, that's different. Oh, actually, yeah. It stops after the first buff, right? Because there's no... Instead, yeah, wait. Yeah, it could, yeah. After 6, it'll add 1 time and that's it. That's true. But it's still pretty dang strong. Like, you'll get a full board of reptiles. It's the first summon. Yes, it is the first summon, correct. But the new one, it's a first summon for them. I just need 1 0-cost Cobra, chat. I just need 1. Because when I play the first one, it'll get copied. But off of the first one, the copy doesn't happen.
Wouldn't it also copy the ephemeral?
Yes. No, because it's not ephemeral. Only the first one's ephemeral. Only the first one is ephemeral. The rest are not ephemeral. Because, recall an ally summon an exact ephemeral copy in its place, yes. But then reduce its cost to 0 this round. The one that was recalled is a 0-cost non-ephemeral. So all of them are going to be non-ephemeral except for the first one. It has to be tested. It needs to be tested, but I think you can get a full board of Cobras doing that. Bro, the exact part doesn't matter. Why are you guys so papaya-brained? Oh my god! Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The good thing is mana 8, you have enough mana for the 5 cost plus deny. It's an 8 mana play. I doubt they will let it work like this. Listen, never doubt Riot. You're balding, Keck W? I don't think I am. Another follower. It depends what they mean by another follower. If it means another card, then it should work. If it means anything other than a Cobra, it doesn't work. We'll see. I think this card has some really cool ideas in Eternal. In Standard, I'm not sure. Another question. Okay, wait. Callista can do something very similar. Callista can do that, as well as Harrowing. Because Harrowing goes in an order. It doesn't matter. Harrowing kind of sucks in this. Callista can kind of do it. If Callista revives it... I'm not sold. No, forget about it. Like, I think this is stronger in Eternal than it is in Normal. But we're going to have fun playing with this. I'll definitely test out some really high-value decks. Zephyr Sage wording and compare it. Yes, Zephyr Sage says you can't copy itself specifically. Other than Zephyr Sage. See, it doesn't say another. It says other than Zephyr Sage. So, it's like, yeah. Alright, next card. Where's the shark tag, bro? Come on. I expect better. Alright. Perfidious Promoter. Alright. Alright. Perfidious Promoter. 4 mana, 4/4 Bilgewater. Not bad stats. When you refill your mana, create a fleeting random follower in hand. You can exactly... First of all, let's look at 0-cost cards to see if there's anything broken. Because you can maybe abuse that with 0-cost units. Let me see. What do we have in 0-cost units? Wait. Are there no 0-cost units in Standard? Really? Is it from any region? I wonder if that's from any region. Probably any region. That means you can't, like, guarantee to get Caustic Cask if you play, like, PNZ. You can't refill 0 mana. You absolutely can with Attune. Attune does it. There's a lot of Attunes in Bilgewater. So no, there's no 0-cost follower, unfortunately, that you can do that with, unless you're playing Eternal. I'm going to look at Standard, though. It's a really bad form of draw, but you can draw a lot, like, sort of... Like, maybe with a discard deck, it's decent. Maybe with discard. How is create draw? Well, by draw, I mean it gives cards to your hand, right? Like, it's a way to increase hand size. It's pretty hard to abuse. Actually, wait. It does give you... Wow. Wait. At start of turn, it gives you a card every time. Wait a second. That's really good. At start of turn, gives you a card, a 5-drop on mana 5, a 6-drop on mana 6, a 7-drop on mana 7. That's pretty spicy. It doesn't. When you refill mana, it doesn't. How do you guys know? How do you know that? It doesn't count. Why does it not count? You're refilling mana. They've confirmed that's different. Okay, then it's not that great. It would have been really, really strong if that was the case. That would have been really strong. Huh. Mana refill, it's outside of turn start. Gained, I guess. Okay. I guess it is gained. Rip. Combo dead. All right. It's not bad. Like, it's really not that bad. You might play this in a coin deck. Like, you might play this in a deck that's like, it doesn't have enough draw. But then again, Bilgewater has so much draw. But then again, this is like tempo draw. So let me explain the difference. Like, if we look at draw in Bilgewater, like, let's say you're playing a very Bilgewater-oriented deck. What are your main draws? Eye of Nayakabaros, right? Salvage. Wave. All of this is a 4-mana do nothing. This is a 4-mana do nothing, right? This is ideally a 2-mana do nothing. Like, that's a big tempo loss. This right here is a 0-mana do nothing, right? It's 0 mana to get a free card in hand that you might be able to use. So you don't lose tempo. So in a deck that doesn't have much draw, but can't afford to lose tempo, it's not that bad. If you're playing like a really, really, really tempo-oriented Jack deck, where you really can't afford to draw because you need to keep the pressure up, it's a 4-mana 4/4, which is really decently statted. You drop it on 4, and on mana 5, you're just generating cards if you have enough coins or attunes that you don't need to ever play 4-mana fall behind. Because every deck in the game almost needs draw. There's a few exceptions, very aggressive decks that win on mana 5 don't need draw. Because by the time you're out of cards, you hopefully already won. In a mid-range deck, let's say you're playing a deck that is very focused around... you're playing a Riptide Rex deck. So you're looking to win mana 8, mana 9. But the way you win is by the time you get to mana 8, you have units your opponent doesn't. The only way to do that is to be extremely pressure-oriented, where you're constantly winning trades. And the only way to do that is by not playing 4 mana do nothing. Because when you cast 4 mana to do nothing on board state, you fall behind. Guaranteed. That's why aggro doesn't run draw. Because it can't afford to spend 4 mana not putting pressure on you. And this kind of does that. So I could actually see this maybe seeing play. In a deck that runs enough attunes or enough coins, I could maybe see it working. You need normal draw for Rex. It's not about the normal draw. It's about not running out of resources in hand. And theoretically, you could do this plus discard, for example, even, if you wanted to. You could play a very aggressive... Because we know discard is very aggressive, per se. But yeah. I don't think it's that bad. I think this might see play. All right. Weapon Master 3 mana 2/2. 3 mana 2/2, that's pretty bad. But it depends. When I'm summoned, I improvise. Okay, now it's a lot better. It's not massively better, though. Each round, the first time you forge or equip an ally, heal your... Oh. Bro, they're bringing some more healing. That's like the first heal card in Freljord. That is huge. That is huge. Because this will heal right away, right? Doesn't this heal right away? Doesn't this heal you for 1 HP? Like, it procs off itself. Healing 1 HP every turn is really not bad. The body is slightly under average. This is what, a 4/3, 3 mana 4/3. It's slightly under average as a body. But it gives you a weapon. Like, I mean, you would compare it to this guy, right? The attune is worth more than 1 HP. Like, attune is just worth more than 1 HP. But in general, that ability is worth way more than that. So yeah, this is spicy. This is a good card. This is a really good card for Freljord. I love the art. I don't know why I love this art so much. It just looks really cool. Sacrificial Scholar, 2 mana, 1/2 fate. Ah! Last Breath, create in hand copies of the first 3 spells you... It could be the first spell you played on me and he'd be really good. Why? Why? Too much commitment. It's a fated card. You want to commit. You want to commit, chat. Are you guys brain dead? You want to commit on this. You literally play this on 2. You go greedy on him to level up Pantheon, and you get back all of your cards for your Pantheon level ups. This is broken beyond belief. It's broken beyond belief. That's insane. Yeah, you play him in turn 3, exactly. Unless you run 1 mana buffs. Oh my god, this is so strong. Bro, it's so strong. It's so strong. Like, when you're playing Faded, you have to play a buff every turn to get Pantheon leveled. But it feels kind of bad to play it a lot of the time because you lose a card in your hand. This is like, yeah, don't feel too bad about it, brother. I'll give it back. Let me just borrow your cards. Like this is the guy who walks up to you and is like, hey man, can you lend me $10? I'll pay you back tomorrow. But he actually pays you back and you feel good about it. You know? That's insane. Imperative Improvement. Plus this card is infinite value. That's why you run Minimorph. Yeah, let's just Minimorph a 2-drop. That's that's nuts. Bro, you know what's really funny? You know what's really funny? If they imagine they play like removal on this and you play glimpse, you get your glimpse back as well. Like you can even glimpse this guy and he give you back your glimpse. That's the craziest part. You even get your glimpse back if you want it. But that the man's playing Shadow Isles, which I'm not sure about. Hate Spike as well. Yeah, sure, you get your Hate Spike back as well. Like there's a lot of like it's pretty spicy, man. Pale is yeah, you get Pale Cascade. Bro, it's insane. It's insane. Why is this a card? I don't know. I don't know why this is a card. Bro, Pantheon is going to be... Bro, not just Pantheon, Varus as well. Like, this can fit in a Varus deck for sure, right? Wouldn't you play this in Varus? Bro, like, you know what the worst part is? Like this card, it's so good, man. It's so good. Like, now they have like 5 copies of this in Varus deck. So, god damn it, dude. Oh... You know, it was hard enough to get rid of like 3 of these. Now they got like 5. It's so cringe. Like, let's say this is a 4/5. They attack with this card. You play Vengeance, right? Let's say you play Vengeance on him. He drops the Expanse Protection on him. Let's say you have 3 mana Break Spell Shield. You know how bad that feels that you spent Vengeance and 3 mana Pop Spell Shield on a card that's just gonna get his card back anyway? Like, he's gonna get this back. He didn't even waste it. At least you would feel good the fact that they ran one of their most... Oh my... Bro, it's gonna... Oh, this is gonna be cancerous. It's gonna be horrendous. Imagine playing Go Hard on him. Bro, imagine playing Go Hard on yourself. You just play this on 2, and you know what? Because Go Hard actually gives him +1/+1. That's kind of funny. You play Go Hard on this, it becomes a 2/3, right? So he doesn't even care. He's like, yeah, give me that. It's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. I love it. That's kind of that's a cool idea. And then let's say you play Go Hard on him, because you can do that in Mana 2. You can play this plus Go Hard and he becomes a 2/2. He becomes a 2/2. And let's say they play removal, you play Glimpse on him. You draw 2 cards and you draw Go Hard and you draw Glimpse. Bro, I'm doing it. That's my deck. That's what I'm building. I'm building Go Hard Sacrificial Scholar. Mana 2, Sacrificial Scholar into Go Hard, and then if they remove him in the future because they don't want to play another Go Hard on him, you play Glimpse and you get 2 Go Hards and a Glimpse back. That's crazy. You get Go Hard and Glimpse back by playing Go Hard Glimpse on him. So he draws you 2 cards, draws you a drip. Wow. That's nuts. That is nuts. Imagine Fading Memories, for example. Imagine Imperative Improvement, for example, as well. Wait a second. What about exact copy? You know what's really interesting? Hear me out. Is there no exact copy? Not really. Alright, you know what you could do? You could play this. If it's an exact copy, you can copy your spells as well. That's kind of cool as well, right? That's kind of spicy as well, isn't it? Like, shady character. Now you can make copies of him and just, like, multiply it. You can go for some really, really interesting ideas. Exact copy. That's kind of cool. What a Fervor. Yeah, Noxian Fervor off of him is kind of spicy as well. Wow. Yo, I like that. Noxian Fervor if you go for, like, aggro, but that's not really an aggro. Like, you commit too much on him. Alright, next card. This card is insane. Pack Attack. 6 mana. Slow. Start a free attack with an exact ephemeral copy of each cat ally. What? Have we even seen cats yet? Alright, start a free attack with an exact ephemeral copy of each cat ally. Alright, okay. Okay, cats. Yumi is a cat. Wait, what? Catastrophe? Alright, let's see some cats then. Wait. Almost all the cats in PNZ. Submersible. I mean, that is interesting. Submersible, what else do we have? Wild Claw's a cat. Yeah, we'll look at that. Let me see what else there is. Altar to Unity. 4 mana Demacia. Okay. Landmark. You gotta be careful with landmarks. 4 mana is really slow for a landmark. When I'm summoned, draw a unit. Okay. When you summon an ally, grow its stats to equal its cost. So a 5 mana unit is always gonna be a 5/5. 8 mana becomes an 8/8. Mahira is broken with this. I mean, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of as well. But what else? What else is good with this? Like Trundle's pretty cool, for example. Trundle's really cool with this. Like once Eternal hits, this could maybe work with Trundle, because Trundle's altar is kind of spicy. The Ice Pillar is kind of spicy. 8/8 Pillar is kind of interesting. Yeah, of course Bahira works, chat. I'm aware of that, but Revna is interesting. Yeah, sure, Revna is interesting with this. Demacia doesn't need it now. Demacia is well statted as it is. All elusive units. That is true. Elusives are kind of... So I think, generally speaking, this is only broken if we can find a really good unit that has that summons more units that have high costs for no reason. So let me go here with units for summon. No, no, no. No. Like, Formidable doesn't really care too much about that. Rekiller's kind of decent. Like, 7/7 Rekiller is actually spicy. Tactician doesn't care, man. Doesn't work because... I mean... Snapvines? 7/7? Not really. This is actually really good. So, 7 mana, 7/7 lifesteal. This keeps you alive. Like, 3 lifesteal was good enough already, but lifesteal on this is kind of sick. Like, you lose very little tempo now by playing this. Like, this is kind of spicy. Serene being a 7/7, healing you for 7 per turn, that's hard to deal with. That's not bad. But I don't know if you can fit that in a Demacia deck. And you would have to have other cards to take advantage of it in Ionia. One card that's really decent with that is Attack-On. Because Attack-On starts at 0 attack. So what happened? Let me just go through the summon list really quick before I do that, though. This is a 6/6, not bad. Attack-On's actually kind of spicy. Revna, of course, we've talked about Revna being pretty solid. Attack-On works amazingly with it, but the problem is Attack-On just gets killed the moment you play him. He costs too much. He's a 10 mana cost card. That's kind of annoying, I have to admit. Like, this is a 5/5, but whatever. It's not that annoying. Nasus is 6/6 without him slaying anything. Yeah, but he doesn't go above 6/6. That's the thing. And if you're playing a Nasus deck, you're always slaying stuff. 4/4/4/4. Now that's a good one, dude. Like, Tenor of Terror is sick. That's a big boy. Like 4/4/4/4. This was what I was looking for. Like really big units. That's 8/8 worth of stats. Like, this is the kind of card I'm looking at. A unit that summons a high cost unit with low stats. So this right here is kind of nuts. That's a nutty one. This one's actually insane as well. 2 4/4s. It's built to play with Silverwing, right? Steam. It's not horrible with Husks. Like, Husks get one attack on average. Badger Bear, 4 mana 4/4 Scout. That's actually really spicy. Even though this is a 3/4 still, that's kind of spicy. Scouts are usually pretty good. This is strong. Okay, this guy's really strong with that deck because he becomes a 4/4 plus on average 3/2. So this is a 7/6. It's a 4 mana 7/6. That's a strong dude. That's really hard to deal with. Like, anything like this is really good. Anything like this is spicy. Like 3 mana 3/3, big difference. It's just hard value. Like, Shadow Assassin 3/3 elusive is pretty nuts. So, Do you have other units that have really good attacks? For example, you've got let's say, for example, this is pretty good on Kale. Although, then again, she already has the stats. It's like on attack, gain attack, right? So, a Takan would start off with 5 more attack, which is not amazing, but it's okay. Zolani already starts off with these, so it doesn't really work. Yeah, but unfortunately it doesn't work because of that. It's kind of funny. Ooh, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. I was thinking, because it's not an aura effect, it's a summon effect. You could play 0 spells. Yeah, but then this costs 8. I was thinking, what if you attack with this, and after they are unable to block, you play Hush on this, and it becomes an 8/8, unblockable, because they've already established blockers. But Hush doesn't work because if this was, like, imagine if this card was an aura, like, allies have stats equal to their cost. That would be like the craziest OTK combo in the world. Like, you attack with your 2/1s, they set blockers, they play spells, and then you just Hush your own units, and they hit for 8 after they establish blockers. But it doesn't work that way. It's a summon effect. So once it's summoned, you can't really buff. Does it work? No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. I mean, cool stuff. Cool stuff overall. It is a cool card. This is the one card I saw existed. I knew there was a 4-mana card that does 3 or something like that, they told me, but I don't know what it does. So, Blowback. Fast speed, P and Z. Deal 1 to an enemy and the enemy nexus. Okay. Trash. Discard up to 2 to increase the damage by 1 for each card discard. Unplayable? Bro, it's 4 mana, deal 3 to nexus, deal 3 to a unit. Why is that unplayable? That's really strong for like a Jinx deck, for a Scion deck, for a... How's that bad? That's pretty strong. Yeah, this is Jace spell for 2 less with discard synergy. It's like a Shock Blast for less, and it helps Jinx level up. And it's fast speed, chat. This is a very strong card. It's fast speed. This will definitely be a meta card, dude. There's no way it's not. You can choose how many to discard as well. How is this ever not a 3 of in a Jinx deck? How is this ever not a 3 of in a Jinx deck? How? 2 kegs plus this equals 9 damage to Nexus? No, it doesn't. Is it? No. It doesn't increase it. This increase by 1 doesn't go by 2. There's no way that's how it works. Because this isn't deal 1 damage. Only this number will be modified with kegs. Because this isn't damage dealt. This is increased by. This increased by doesn't mean deal 1 more damage. If it said discard up to 2 cards to deal 1 extra damage, then it would be different. But 2 kegs will make this 5. This number will never be affected by increases to damage. With like Catalyst, for example, that will never work. Because it doesn't say deal 1 more. It says increase. So this is not a damage number. This is a different mechanic now. But still, very, very... No, if that was the case, this would be the most broken card in the game. All right. 2 mana, burst speed, condense. Pick a follower, create a 1-cost copy of it in hand, and set its stats to 1/1. Oh my god. It's over. It's insane! Bro, what is that? What is that? This is going to be the meta. That's it. It's over. We've got ourselves a new meta. On Cithri, it's crazy strong for next turn. Like, there's some cards in here that are so stupidly strong that, on Gorlith, that's actually Sudoku. Could you imagine playing that on Gorlith and playing Gorlith? Your HP goes down to 1. You drop Nexus down to 1. That's the best Sudoku I've ever seen in my life. That's insane. You can literally play Gorlith into that on the same turn and go down to 1 HP. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of crazy. I like that. Ladros, very, very strong. Karina Verasi, you play 2 Karinas. That's pretty nuts as well. Tiana for 1 mana rally. Wow, that's strong. The Dusk Raider. Wow, this card actually might see play. I'm not even kidding. Like, I could see me playing this card just for that. It draws you Sejuani and doubles the power twice. Yes, please. 1 mana Rex is stupid. Bro, even Terror of the Tides. I don't think people understand how strong it is to attack with 2 Terror of the Tides. -4 to all units. Wow. Rasa the Sunderer. Wow. 1 mana Rasa, bro? 1 mana this. 1 mana this. Mirror Mage. 1 mana Mirror Mage? Bro, you play Mirror Mage into Mirror Mage if you want. Holy crap. 1 mana, no! 1 mana Rally. 1 mana Rahul. 1 mana Captain Farron. Jesus. 1 mana Descent Ada as well. Jesus. 1 mana Zala, bro! 1 mana Zululu. Chat. Do you know, it's already a 2-2. Just make it a 1-1. Bro! You just dropped 2 Zalanis on mana 8. Look at that. That's disgusting. It will grow, yeah? 1 mana Zalani, you just play 2 of them. 1 mana Rekindler. Bro, Winding Light into Winding Light. Do you know how strong that I would... Double Winding Light? Double Rekindler, meh. Jesus. Oh my god, double Serene Sky Singer. Can Karma play that? Oh my lord. Double Invasive Hydrovine, pretty dang good. Wow, dude, there's some nut synergies you can play with that. It's not even funny. It is actually insane. Bright Steel Formation, sure. But Bright Steel Formation is rotated. That is going to be a stupid card. That's actually not even bad in Sea Monsters when you think about it. Bro, Karina Mastermind ×2? Oh my lord. And that actually fits so well with Teemo. Like, that's the crazy part. Do you know how strong Karina Mastermind is as a 1-drop on mana 7? You play 2 Karinas, it's over. And, Bandle City is actually the main region for Teemo anyway. Bandle City is actually the main region. You can play 2 Karinas on mana 7. That's a lot of mushrooms. That is a stupid amount of mushrooms. Wow. Because this is a play effect. You don't care if she dies. You don't care if the 1 mana 1/1 is removed. Not on Teemo, on Karina, stupid! Kimchi, why you gotta ruin my day? Nobody said Teemo, Kimchi. Jesus. That's about it. That's the most broken stuff. Alright. That's nuts. Then you have stuff like They Who Endure, which is really strong. 1 mana They Who Endure is stupid, but it's rotated already. There it is, Professor Von Yip. You could play... you can play... That's kind of funny. He buffs himself because he's a 1-drop. That's kind of cool. Like, I like Professor Von Yip. Professor Von Yip into Professor Von Yip. You know, why not, chat? Why not? You know what? 1 mana synergy. I like it already. Yes, indeed. Professor Von Yip into Professor Von Yip. That's the Giga combo. The second Professor Von Yip is a 3/3. It's insane. Very sus. Why not? That's so strong. Welcome to the second variety patch of 2023. For this variety patch, we are introducing some fun new tools to each region, as well as continuing the narrative from Glory in Navori, and maybe setting the stage for the next expansion. Game system updates. Welcome to the first month of Eternal Ranked. For many of you, it's been a few months since you put down your rotated cards. Now it's time for you to pull them out from their safe spots in your collection and put them back on the board for not only a ranked season, but 2 Runeterra opens. As part of the first Eternal Focus Balance patch, we wanted to set the bar for what power level we expected the format to be, so you'll see reverts to some old favorites that had left their time in the spotlight. These changes are just the first steps into making Eternal the format we have in mind, a place for cards to be as powerful as they can, and for deck builders to have the world at their fingertips. The Eternal format still has a lot of room to be controlled by all of you, so if there is something you love and want to see more of, then let us know by playing it and talking about it on social media. If you feel like the format is missing something that would really make it feel special to you, then please talk about that too. Ultimately, our goal is to make Eternal its own distinct and fun way to play Legends of Runeterra, and we will be watching the format develop closely to make sure we're hitting that goal. I know I'm excited to jump on the ladder and see what happens, so good luck and good game. Editor's note, with both Runeterra Opens as well as Ranked Ladder available for Eternal, we're focusing most of our changes on Eternal cards. You'll notice a few cards that are standard, legal, and also being lightly touched here. Check out the changes below. Next round, when an enemy, when you damage, oh my god. That's very interesting, because this was actually kind of hard to do due to the fact that it costs four mana. I thought it was 5 mana. And you usually didn't have enough mana to like activate anything afterwards. So it's not necessarily actually that... It might not even be a nerf. This might be a buff. Because it was really hard to get the value out of it. It was a hard card to get value out of. This might be a buff. Funny enough. It's still bad. Even though their loaded dice often seem to roll snake eyes, this change should allow players to feel more in control of their fate and make it more likely they end up with a loaded hand. Because here's the thing as well. 4 mana. Let's say you're in mana 7 and you fully stocked up your what do you call it? Your spell mana. You have 10 mana. You play this, you only have 6 mana left. It's really not enough. It was just too expensive. This might actually be a buff. I've played this card. I've tried to make this card work. So yeah, I think this is a buff, believe it or not. Even though it does nothing the turn you play it, it never did anything the turn you played it. That's the problem. Like, this still... Like, even previously, it was still 4 mana do nothing. So I think this is a buff. I really do. I think it's a buff. Card buffs right above. Okay, yeah. But people are saying it's a nerf. I think this is a buff. I really like this card. We have a really cool YouTube video of me playing it back in the day. Cosmic Inspiration. If you behold... Wow. These celestial spells are awesome and powerful, but they asked you to make a few too many offerings to the celestial gods. It should not be a bit more satisfying to shape the stars and see what... That is such a gigantic buff to star shaping. And I love star shaping Karma. Like, it was one of my favorite decks to play. Wow, that's so strong, dude. The reason I started cutting out star shaping from Karma was because there's not enough good celestial cards mid-game. They're all units. You can't use any of the spells. This is so strong. That's an insane buff. I mean, I think I still run, like... Do I run a copy of it in my deck? Yeah, I run 1 star shaping. Because I just really love this card in this deck. I do run 1 copy of it. But I only run 1 because, again, the cards that this makes are only units. All the spells are unusable until mana 10. Because you just don't have any other form of invoke, right? So in order to, like, really get value out of star shaping, you were forced to play, this. These days, this, maybe. But in general, it was just... It was just used for the heal. It was low value. Wow, that's such a big buff. That's insane. That's nuts. It makes the 5 cost even better as well. That's a huge buff. I think I'm adding more star shapings to my deck now, because now we have actual control tools. Especially this card. Supernova is insane. Supernova, the fact that it destroys landmarks as well, and enemies, it's so nuts. And, yeah, this is just nuts. Crimson Aristocrat. Play. Deal 1 to an ally and grant it 2-0, yeah. Deal 1 to an ally and grant it 1-0 and overwhelm. That's pretty strong. That is damn strong. I mean, Vladimir in Eternal is pretty good with that. Vladimir likes to have overwhelm. In general, this archetype loves to have overwhelm as well, because you're playing this with Scargrounds, right? This is almost entirely a Scargrounds effect. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. That's really, really strong in Scargrounds. Because Scargrounds, the only way it really wins is overwhelms. So, for example, you play this on the 5 cost deal 1 to everything during combat, for example. Well, that's pretty strong. That's a big buff. Scar archetype has always been somewhat weak. This change is to allow this card to be a more generic tool. Yeah, it's a very strong tool. It's really good. I don't think it's broken, though. But it's not just Scargrounds. Here's the thing. The only issue with it is the deal 1, because there's a lot of cards who really, really want this effect. For example, let me explain. There's some really strong meta decks. Let's say, for example, Ashe and LeBlanc, right? They would both love to get +1 attack and overwhelm. Ashe, but more importantly, like LeBlanc, bro, that is so strong, being a 6/2 with overwhelm. The only problem is it takes 1 damage. The take 1 damage is a little bit rough because LeBlanc already has only 2 HP. But very, very, very good for, like, those kinds of aggro decks. So, for example, let's say another card that goes really well with that is Where is it? This dude right here, Reckless Trifarian. Like, Reckless Trifarian being a 6/3 for 3 with Overwhelm is nuts value. There's a couple of those, so I think this card might see some kind of interesting aggro deck happening. It might even fit an Ashlow Blanc. It might. Also, they can be flocked. But this is still in standard, right? I'm talking about standard here. Yeah, no wait, really? Wow. Okay, it's not in standard, never mind. Yeah, in standard it's definitely worse if you're playing versus flock. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Alright, picks. No keywords, and you... Hello, picks. Help picks can give a barrier, so we decided it would be fun if picks had one too. We'll get a bit more from the friendly supporter. Is this in standard? It's another card I haven't seen in... It's not in standard, it's eternal. That's pretty good in Shen decks for multiple reasons. First of all, obviously it levels Shen up, but more importantly, it's really, really good to activate this card in Shen. Moral support, because sometimes you just don't have Shen early enough, and this just stays at 4, right? So being able to make this cost 2 on like mana 2 is insane. And also very important to consider in Shen decks, just looking at standard, usually the only card that has support is Young Witch, if you even play Young Witch, so yeah. Pretty decent buff. Will it be good? I think it would be okay. I don't think it's broken. It's only a one-time barrier. In Lulu decks, it's a lot stronger now as well, though. Like, in Lulu decks, it's much stronger, because it levels Lulu up, and now it actually doesn't die on the first attack. Twin Disciplines. Oh, they reverted it. Are equals once again, and this is all that is right in the world. We're expecting cards of this quality to be our bar for eternal power level, and are excited to set it back to where it belongs. Nice, nice. They did weaken a lot, yeah. Nice. Overall, pretty good. I agree with this for eternal, sure. Eminent Benefactor. What does this guy do again? Manifest a random epic card from your regions. Oh, it's a on-play effect. Now makes it before he dies. Yeah. I mean, 4 mana, 4/3, draw a really trash card. Feels kind of crap still. Captive Yeti. The hell is this? Oh yeah, reputation that costs 4 less. Wait, what? Oh, it used to be a 6 cost, 5/5 Overwhelm. Oh wait, now it has no Overwhelm. It was a 2 mana, 5/5 Overwhelm. Oh, it costs 3 less. Oh! Oh, never mind, never mind. No, but this was a 3 mana, 5/5 Overwhelm. 1 mana, 5/5 is actually not bad. But there are better cards. Like, I still think this sees no play. Alright, this guy. The biggest issue with this was, followers. Like, the reason you can't... Wait. What? Play kill a follower? Oh! Okay. Alright. Interesting. Kill a follower. Because I was going to say the problem with this is it doesn't kill champions. So it's kind of a trash effect overall. But now it has a double effect. 13 slays a lot. It's way too much. And it's frustrating when you have the Sanctum Conservator but aren't close to the goal. Now it will help you, your future ones, hit that goal. No, the fact remains like, now it's not a dead drop, right? It's not dead, but I still think it's bad. Kill a follower is not strong enough of effect. I think it should have left it as is, and kills all enemies, probably. I think killing all enemies was important. The skill is deniable, I'm aware of that. Because 13 is really, really a high number. It's really hard to do. It's easier these days because you have, what is it called? The Husk card. Whatever it's called. The 2-mana one. It makes it easier, but overall, I'm not a fan. Draven? Oh, bro, Nick Makes Plays has got to be happy. Draven deserves this. Let's be fair. He was a sad man for a long time. Although now he's kind of overpowered as well. Withering... Aggro is one of the easiest decks to build in the new Eternal format. We wanted to make sure the tools... Wow. Here's a problem with Withering Wail. I know it's no longer in standard, but this has been a problem for a long time. Spell Shield. Spell Shield and freaking Owls, bro. Freaking Owls. 1 mana, 3/1 or 2/1, whatever they have on board, with Spell Shield. Wail was super weak because of Spell Shield. Spell Shield ruins Wail. It was a 5 mana do nothing a lot of the time. Now it's 4 mana. At 4 mana, You can even pull off double whale really early. Okay, I can get behind that. That's a really big buff. That makes whale a lot stronger. And some of my favorite decks all run whale, so fantastic card. Back to 1. Found the timelines where this card can return in all of its glory. Sure, sure. I can dig that. Poopy. Okay. Deserved. Deserved. I agree with this. Small buff. Actually, pretty big buff. I've played with this guy before. He's really hard to get value out of because you need Overwhelm to make it happen. But it's not that bad. You guys think it's bad, but it's not. Like, there are ways you can make this work. For example, it does say exact copy. You can make this elusive, and the copy will be elusive. That's pretty scary. And PNZ comes with some really good elusive cards. Or you could play this in, like, Ionium to make it elusive and have denies. This could be a win con. 5 HP versus 4 HP is 2 worlds apart. It's not a 5-mana do nothing. This, I can build a deck with this. 3-8 vulnerable to 4. Okay, wait. Deal 1 to all their allies. Grant me 1-0 for each of them. Okay. Wasn't very wise of him to leave himself so vulnerable. He paid us off to make sure that wasn't the case anymore. That's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice buff, actually. This card might be strong. You know, in like a Scargrounds kind of deck. I could see it. Sure. Nice change. Yeah, this actually, because back in the day, when you played Scargrounds, where is she? Scar Mother Arena was like the main overwhelm for mana 6, because she gets +3 for every time you ping her, right? But now that might actually contest it. Or am I crazy? But no, you're not playing Bilgewater, so it doesn't really make a difference. Do you play Bilgewater Scargrounds ever? No, right? Nah, Noxus is too good. Monkeys and finish with that. I don't know. Yeah, Tom Kench Soraka, it's interesting as well. Maybe. Tom Kench Soraka. Just to really, really push your win con. I could see it. Okay. I know I've played this card before. I think it was in an Undying deck or something like that. I can't remember. Grand Plaza. Ooh. That's a huge buff. That is a huge buff. So the reason this is a huge buff is mostly because it's Eternal. So let me explain. Grand Plaza, like some of the best combos for Grand Plaza are like this card right here. And the problem with this card is you used to make this a 4-1 scout with Challenger, but Vile Feast, Pokey Stick, Withering Whale, anything that deals 1 kills it. Buffing this to 4-2 is insane. Like stuff like that. In general, that HP buff is going to make that card probably meta. It's really good on things like, for example, not just that card. Like, we have, what's her face? We have Quinn. This is a 3-2, which is huge. This is a 4-6, which is huge. Like, it's just huge. 1 HP is absolutely broken. This buff is actually insane. It's a stupidly insane buff. Also Husks, yeah, sure. Wow. That's a nice buff. Eternal has a goal of slightly higher interaction than Standard. There were weak and unplayable cards that could now help fill the... That's a huge buff, dude. I actually played Captain Eureka in a few decks of mine. That's huge. Actually playable, yeah. Yeah. Because you can capture landmarks. That's a really big deal. Mana 6 capturing landmark could be game-ending. Very, very strong. Buff. I don't know if the card itself is strong, but it's a very strong buff. On guard. Old, new. Oh my god, that's the Undying buff. I love this card. I used to run this as a 2/3 of in every Undying deck. That's a big buff for Undyings. Undying Demacia loves this card. Fantastic. That's a huge buff, it is. Massive. Out of the way. Wow. Is Out of the Way actually playable? That's huge as well. Iceborne Legacy. Ooh. It's Poro Stampede. No, you don't play this on Poros. You play, okay, to be fair, elusive Poros can see this, for sure. This might make elusive Poros good again. Believe it or not. Yeah, Poro Cannon's nerfed by 1, but this might make Poros good again. That's a really big buff. Spiders, sure. Pretty sick. I saw this one already. Escape Abomination, 4-3. Good buff. It needed it. 3-3 was way too weak. Good buff. I think it might be in a decent place at being a 4-3. Oh, that's a big buff too. Oh my, bro. This card is not... Oh no, wait a second. I think it's time. It's time to play Tellstones. Now Tellstones are actually good. I never liked these Tellstones because I figured this for 6 mana is way too much to almost ever get value. And Hush being 4 just sucks. Holy crap. Tellstones are good now. It's really strong. You might even main deck this in some decks. Wow, that's strong. It's almost as good as Three Sisters. So Three Sisters is just give for the turn. It's like 4 mana give plus 3/4. This is Grant 3/3. I mean, Targon Tellstones are now competing versus Three Sisters for sure. Only problem is the Invoke card is trash, whereas 5 mana turn into a landmark is really good in some scenarios. Hush is equivalent to Freeze some of the time. I still think Three Sisters is stronger than this, but they're getting really close. This is a really strong Tellstones now. And I would actually consider main decking this in some decks. Kinko Lifeblade. It's been a long time. Eternal is ready to hold all the best buffs around. Hard to play. It's hard to make this playable. But Elusive Lifesteal is kind of nice for control. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's enough. Samira. Level 2. Play 6 cards. Rally. Reset. Okay, so they added a reset. Her ability not resetting after leveling up could be confusing. It's not because it's confusing. It's a little bit too strong. The previous, like, you could save 1 card for Rally, open attack with 1 card. Like, yeah, it was a bit too much. So I think this is a good nerf. Very healthy. I don't think it changes very much, though, at all. The attack token. And I get that. When you start around with the attack token. Yeah, it goes to 0. Just like she was pre-nerf. Flare nerf is insane. Or give allied Samira. Is that insane? She's almost as good as she was, dude. It's a good nerf. It's a good nerf. But I don't think it's an insane nerf. Let's be honest here. In a Samira deck, she's almost always the only one with quick attack. Almost always. So she's most of the time the one you give a Challenger to. You sometimes give Challenger to the Overwhelm in order for it to get more Overwhelm damage. And if you're playing Jinx, yeah, you sometimes give it the Jinx, but I don't think it's a huge nerf. I think it's a decent nerf. I don't think it's huge. Most of the times when you use Challenger are in the early game, where you want to trade off units. Most of the time. Samira Varus nerf, yeah. It's a nerf. It's definitely a nerf. I don't think it's an insane nerf. I think insane is the wrong word to use. It's just a nerf. Do you guys disagree with that? Do you think this is an insane nerf? I think she's not that far away from her previous power level. It's a big nerf. It's not insane. It's a nerf. I would call this a nerf. A healthy nerf. Yeah. I don't think it's insane. Tristana, you've summoned... Oh, thank God. Okay. This is a healthy nerf. The Bandle Gunners buff, yeah, really brought Bandle City Squad together. They did. Spell Shield did a bit too much to protect some of the price fight combos we were seeing. True. If you want to fight for glory, you gotta... Okay, sure. This is healthy. I like this. Yes! Thank God. Bro, I hate Bandle Gunners so much. I've said it once, I've said it again. The one thing that destroys every deck I ever build is Spell Shield. Spell Shield should not be that easy to have. Oh, thank God. That's so good. This is a 10 cost? Yeah, but it reduced for 1 for every multi-region unit you played. So this was like a 1 cost unit. Yeah, that's so good, dude. Now we can Vengeance it. Okay. Very fair. Very, very, very good. I like this. That means I can actually play control decks. That means we're going to see less Owls, which means Withering Wail is stronger. Fantastic. This is a Withering Wail buff in Eternal. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that changes things a little bit. That's a really big nerf for control Pandemonium decks. I was actually literally thinking about building a control Pandemonium deck that plays with loaded dice. Yeah, it's still a lot of damage. For aggro, it's pretty similar. It's pretty similar for aggro. But it's a bit of a nerf still for aggro, because if you give everything vulnerable, they can't block with their 6 HP unit versus whatever overwhelm unit they have on board, but still. This is way worse in Control now. Because in Control, like, if you plunder 3 or 4 times, you've got, like, removal options. Control will just take all that damage to face and not block it. I mean, aggro will just take all the damage to face. So I'm not super happy about that. That's fine. I understand why they did it. Card adjustments. Reputation cards will now reduce the cost by a certain amount rather than setting the cost an exact amount. Hasn't worked satisfactorily because of cost-reducing effects our game has. Yes, that's true. I've talked about Mimic. I couldn't make this cost 0. That was the issue. Like, I would play Glorious Evolution, and I could not make this cost 0. It was always stuck at 1. I cost 3... Wait. We made it cost 5? Previous Mimic design was stopping us from allowing Reputation to reduce it, go infinite. The new design is hopefully more satisfying to play with and without the same... Wait, what? Read it. When you play your next spell this round, copy it with the same targets. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was the infinite. We actually... Did we manage to make it go infinite? We did. I think we managed to make it go infinite by actually not getting Reputation and playing the 10 cost card 3 times. We've done that before. We've made this cost 0 before for infinite damage. It took a long time to do. It was very hard to do. Alright, so they entirely changed how it works. Very strong change. I thought they nerfed it, but I didn't read the second part. That is a very, very, very strong change. 2 mana double your next spell is insane. 5 mana double your next spell? How insane is that? You can only cast it with 8 cost spells or less. You can't play with, like, Glorious Evolution. Yeah, this card is nuts. This card might become meta. Not even kidding. Like, double Decimates is insane. This for, like, leveling Jace is really cool as well. Although I don't think Jace plays in these colors. But yeah, overall, scary. Marauder is scary as well, I agree. This is a very, very, very cool change. I might actually play a Marauder deck for tomorrow. Momentous choice. Alright. Yeah, we already know what it does. I forgot how this was nerfed. What was the nerf to this? What did this used to be? What did this used to do? Was this really... Like, what was the one previous to this? Oh, it was 1 mana, you're right, yeah. I cost 1 less if you've equipped an ally this game. Okay. Oh, that's a huge... Oh my god. That is a huge nerf. That changes everything. Lee Sin just got butchered. Akshan just got butchered. The elusive 3/3 turtle got butchered. Varys got butchered. Dude, that's a huge nerf. Nami got butchered. Bro, like, I remember when this card first came out, I built some insane Lee Sin Akshan decks. Because it just levels them both up immediately. That's huge. Nobody is playing Lee Sin anyway. Bro, do you realize Lee Sin was rotated, my man? Do you realize what would happen in Standard if Lee Sin was added to Standard? That's why no one's playing him. You can't play him. Alright. Version 1 mana and 2 mana version isn't quite as momentous. True. Yeah, this is a huge nerf to this card. Like, why would you ever play this over the other 2-cost card? Never. Never. That's insane. That's an insane nerf. Especially, like, even Akshan Karma suffers from that. Competitive. The first Eternal Ranked season, due to some difficulties with the Runeterra Open, we have a bonus Runeterra Open this month to give everybody. It's 2 weekends back-to-back. Okay, nice. As mentioned, we have the 2 Runeterra Opens happening this month. Yes. Make sure to prepare. I'm prepared. Absolutely. Although, to be fair, Diablo 2 is going to be out here, but yeah. Gauntlet changes. May 24th to the 31st. Daily Rumble. Free build best of 1. What is free build? But is that the one I really wanted to play? Free build is available at the beginning of the match. Build with 10 to 100 cards and up to 10 regions and 20 champions. Does this mean I can put as many copies of the same card as possible or not? Card limits are still in. It doesn't say that you can put an unlimited amount of cards, or if you only put 3. I think people are saying 100 cards as a good thing. No. 10 cards is where it's at, chat. I don't think you guys realize what 10 cards means. First of all, Rise always wins by mana 8 or 7. Rise will never lose. Second of all, you can always get perfect curve on aggro. Third of all, you start the game deep. Like, 10 cards are so broken, you have no idea how broken 10 cards actually are. No, 100 cards is trash. Anyone playing 100 cards has no idea what they're talking about. Like, you have 2 mana 5/6 on mana 2. Guaranteed, because the card is a deep card. I'll definitely play the hell out of this tomorrow, dude. It's going to be fun. Unlimited Gauntlet Month. Okay, all gauntlets have been unlocked this month, allowing you to compete multiple times in the same day. All right, nice. Pride Bundle. What is this? Free Pride Bundle, including emotes and icons, available in the store. Trash. I like this one. But doesn't this one already exist, though? I like this one, but I feel like this one already exists. This one, and I feel like I've already seen this one. Oh, they're coming back. Okay, gotcha. Convergence. Yes! Okay, to celebrate Convergence, introducing a free icon and emote. Login, okay. Updated skins. Check back for more skins. Miscellaneous. Breathe the free air, my friend. Free build, the friend challenge mode. Nice. Okay. Bug fixes. Default Zoe level up video could play instead of the corrupted Zoe version. Okay, sure. Issue with gauntlet matches. Okay, whatever. Fix a minor visual bug. Okay. Issue with title with soft lock when Yumi was okay. Fix an issue with NASA's boon. Summon Sundisk without restoring it. Okay. I don't know, dude. Mana appeared unspent when quickly. Yeah, this is the big one. Oh, that's a huge one. Yeah. That's like the worst bug they had for a while. Yeah. All right, fantastic. Really good stuff. I think this is exciting. I'm excited to see this live soon. Overall, nice patch. Things are going to get shaken up for sure. Mostly eternal changes, but nonetheless, very cool changes. Some of these are not eternal changes, are they? Like, yeah, I like this a lot. Fan-freaking-tastic. Cool patch. What? How did I lose one HP? 9! 9! Bro! Let me out of here! Oh my god. Okay, wait. Time out, chat. I got hit earlier? When was earlier? No, I didn't get hurt. No, that's BS.